Hey everyone, Soundwave84 here with another Transformers Siege review. In this review, taking a look at Generation Select's Smokescreen. And yes, this mold again. I've been doing a lot of this mold the past week or two. And this is the fourth one in the line to use the same overall mold with slight retoolings. We have two with one head sculpt and two with another head sculpt. Quick look at Smokescreen head sculpt. Actually looks very nice. I figured in Barricades, he was designed for Smokescreen, and they just repainted that to Barricade. And I figure this head is made for Smokescreen. Overall, I like the colors. It's more of the maroon, darker red than it is a bright red. Sort of matches the cartoons done by the Unknown Animation Company. Overall, I like the colors on Smokescreen here. Him and Blue Streak, I think, wear the mold the best with their colors. I think Prowl's a little bland, and Barricade's okay. Overall, it's not one of my most favorite molds so far in the Siege line. I just feel, I like it the more I fiddle with it, but just when I was picking it up and holding it, I'm just not, I think it's mostly the legs. Overall, I don't think it's a bad figure at all. Detailing, if you got Blue Streak, if you got Prowl, if you got Barricade, you know the figure. You know the articulation, all the points was everything you come to expect in the figures. The wrist swivels, ankle tilts, and everything. So I'm not going to go over all that, but he just got some Cybertronian writing on his doors. He also has on the hood of the car, and you'll see that in car mode. And I'm sure toy hacks or rep labels, or what you want to call them nowadays, they will probably be able to make your figure pop more with more labels. Something to hide the Cybertronian, something to make it look more G1 toy or maybe even G1 cartoon. To see what they come up with. Now, he comes with weapons. Some of the weapons are, you've seen all the weapons before as well. He's got white molded shoulder cannons, which you've seen these on Blue Streak and on Barricade. But Barricade, they have you form it and put it into the gun in his hand, which if you haven't seen any of those reviews, I'll do that for you now. There are tabs here and here, so you just tap them together like this. On the other side, it forms a peg, and you can peg that in. And he has another gun here, which you can then peg one of these holes up top. So, or you can hold it like this. But the point of these is just to put them on the shoulder cannons to mimic the toy in the G1 cartoon. So you put it in this way. You can put it in this way, and it just makes it more flush towards the body. And that's how I have Blue Streak wearing them, just to differentiate him from Smokescreen and Barricade. But you would just plug them in. And these are just white molded plastic right here. If anybody's asking. Then he has his gun, which is actually blue plastic painted white. So you got some blue shining through. Let's move him out of the way so it's not, you can see. And I got some flaws, like a painted good, and it's like they missed a spot on the second coat or something. So a little bit shows through here on this side. But yeah, so beware of scratching over time on the gun, and you'll scratch the white paint off. But being white paint, it should be pretty easy to retouch up. But there you go. Smokescreen all armored up in his weapons. And I do like the look of Smokescreen. Now we'll do some quick comparisons here. We'll compare him with the old Chug version of Smokescreen. Now the shoulder cannons on these guys were actually just attached on. They're actually on a piece where you can tuck them away if you wanted to. Now, I was never a big fan of this mold. I prefer the Siege molds over these. I actually prefer the Combiner Wars molds over these right here. Just for the fact that I just felt this was just too much. I don't know. I was never... I look at him. He looks like he's wearing bell bottoms. And he fell over. Also, the doors always constantly would pop off of my copies. Any of them, I have Blue Streak, I have Prowl, and I have Smokescreen. So that was always something I didn't like. I never was a big fan of the head sculpt on the figures either. There's just, I don't know, weird. Pretty much the bottom legs, which the legs on these guys, I know probably the weakest point, but I like them a lot better than these. And the head sculpts on these guys are just, I don't know. To me, they're just god ugly. I just could not stand the head sculpts. I prefer these guys in vehicle mode over the robot modes. So if you have them, but you like your Siege, so you can always keep these guys for vehicle modes for when they're on Earth or something. Earthrise! But yeah, also the guns could be folded up and stored underneath the cars. So they had a lot of ingenuity on these figures. They tried a lot, and I think these are a little more detailed than what we have now. That was right before the sliding down going of the figures. The plastic quality of these guys seems to be a lot better than what we have now, even though these are a step up than what we previously had. Probably doing too much of a comparison on these two guys, but overall I would choose the Siege because I like the look of it. I think he forms a better silhouette. He's got a better head sculpt, and overall he's got more, I think, articulation going on in the feet. I think the feet will help him better than these bell bottoms and stuff. And these would have some tilts, but there's so much plastic that you can't really get the tilt to go anywhere. Yeah. Also comparing him with the other guys, here is Blue Streak, which will lower your gun down, dude. See how high his cannon's there. And we'll bring in Prowl. These are the Autobots. We'll take them away. We'll show them off with Mirage just for the heck of it. Mirage still getting some Halo 9. I know why. And here is Barricade, which is just Smokescreen, different colors. Even the same head sculpt and everything. Only difference is he's got a gun and he's got a light bar. Woohoo. But they still look cool. You can say they're the twins. You got evil. Ah, you're the one who's confused. Alright. And a few more showings off with whatnot. And here he is with Optimus Prime. Oh, dude. You're too tall, man. There he is. Earthrise. Oh, sorry. I keep saying that for the hell of it. I don't know why. Alright, so nice figure. Man, if you like Smokescreen, I say this is a definite pickup. I do say it's an improvement overall on the Chug version and the Commander Wars version. I just say wait for some repro labels if you really want to make them pop a little bit more. Now, transforming them is pretty simple. I've done this lots of times in the past week or two. And if you have any of the other ones, like I said, you know what you're dealing with. Just fold these feet in. Pull the feet down. Tab his feet together. Come up here. Tab this piece here. Pull this up. Back piece will then come out. Push this up. Fold his waist piece in. Waist 180. Come over to his legs. Now you want to just get that to all fold in. Like so. And you want it to go all the way until he's level. Make sure the doors are open here. You want to take this. There's this piece here which will then hook into here. So it's on this hinge. This hinge it in. I'll show it a better way. Come look to him forwards. Pull his arms out to the side. Rotate him up to the tire. The wheels facing the sky. Fold it down. Now bring his arms in. Just fold them in. Now you see he's got the two holes, two pegs on the doors. Now you're all just about trying to line this all up. And just close it. Close it, and you're done. Very simple transformation, very easy to do. I say with him and Blue Streak, they wear this mold the best. I just like the colors on this mold from them too. And the Smokescreen, of course, is the same thing as Barricade, Prowl, and Blue Streak. And of course, the only difference being the paint and stuff used for the figures, and then Barricade and Prowl have light bars. A little bit of Cybertronian writing going on the front and sides where the numbers would be. I'm sure repro labels, Toy Hacks can come up with some new labels to make this more, I guess you can say G1 toy-like, or maybe even G1 cartoon-like. The wheels are just sort of a translucent black. Like this way, when it's against the blue, it looks almost solid, but you can see here that there is some translucency going on. And there's the face down below. And a little bit of silver shining through back here. I kind of wish they'd done a little more like headlight work or something in the back, but these supposed to be Cybertronian. Maybe they don't use tail lights because they don't care if they see them breaking or not. Of course, then you can take his weapons and then just plug them in on the front of the car. Then you do it this way, whether high up or turn onto the other piece. And when you do it, they'll make them like it'll be closer to the hood. And then just take his other gun and you can just plug it in right on top. So now he's armed to the gills with his weapons and he'll blow away everybody. Now I'll show comparisons. Here he is with Siege. Side swipe. Side swipe, of course, is wider. Smokescreen is more slender, but I think he's a little bit longer. Comparing this Smokescreen with the old Classics Chug version. I never got the Combiners Wars version, but if you have a Combiners Wars Prowl, you know what you got there. Colors are just different. Honestly, in vehicle mode, I like this vehicle mode better for Smokescreen. I just do. The colors, I'm not really too big on all the yellow back here, but at least he's a little more, I want to say, detailed than the current Siege version. Like, a little more effort went into making the alt modes on these guys. But the thing is, I like the bot mode better on this than I do that. I just feel like this could have a little bit better alt mode. Just a little more work on it. Kind of bland. But I do like it though. Compared to this, but overall, compared to Siege, it pops. So overall, if you have the Generations Chug version and you're coming down to Siege, I would say, this Smokescreen would be better because it will scale better with your current Siege figures. Then the Chug version, he'll be a little bit too tall than the vehicle mode, which, while larger, it also might throw it off. But hey, if you want to do an Earth mode, like the new Earthrise coming out, there's your Earthrise Smokescreen. So I'm not sure they're going to redo every character. I know they're redoing Starscream and Optimus Prime, but those are major characters, whereas Smokescreen, Bluestreak, and they're side characters pretty much. Overall, he is a nice figure, and if you have Barricade, and you have Prowl, and you have Bluestreak, might as well just go ahead and get the last one. Just to finish your collection of the Dotson brothers, or what do you call them now? The mold mates. Yeah. I want to say thank you for watching this review. Like anything, don't forget to subscribe, click like, and share if you'd like to. Well, thanks for watching. Till the next one. Peace out.